I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mrs. April Walters.
Here.
Mr. Tyree Harris.
Here.
Mr. William Knepper.
Here.
Mrs. Barbara Sippler.
Here.
Ms. Benita Barbush.
Here.
Mr. Ryan Binder.
Here.
Mr. Gerard Grega.
Here.
Mrs. Laura Marasco.
Here.
Mr. James Provizzi.
Here.
I'm here. Attorney Christopher Slusser.
Here.
Dr. Robert Krupp.
Here.
Okay, we will have a presentation by Nathan Barrett from Total Grant Solutions.
That may or may not work.
I don't think it works.
It's okay. I think you'll be able to hear me. Thank you for having me this evening. My name is Nathan Barrett. I am a former superintendent of schools. I retired after 25 years in public education at December 31st this past year. 3 years previous to that, I started doing consulting work and grant writing for school districts throughout the Commonwealth. That leads me to here this evening. I have been working with this district. I did what we're calling a one-off with the school facilities improvement grant. So I'm very grateful for the work that was here. My team, that is a team of grant writers. We have 10 grant writers now, all doctorate or master level grant writers, all in the field of education. If I was lucky enough to obtain a contract with this district, there would be no uptick in training or anything. My staff, my team is very familiar with the terms and the downfalls that sometimes you experience as a school district that is running a high budget. In addition to that, question. In addition to that, my team, we specialize. 95% of our work is for school districts throughout the Commonwealth. We are now up to serving 60 school districts across the Commonwealth. The point of me being here tonight is trying to build a little bit of confidence in what we do. We have never advertised ever. This has all been word of mouth. As Doc said to me earlier, he's heard a lot of good things about our team. We continually spread throughout intermediate units. For those of you who are in the business, understand what that is, by word of mouth. We traditionally charge a monthly stipend. That monthly stipend is, we ask for a 2-year contract. Traditionally, we charge $2,000 a month, $24,000 a year, and 2-year contracts for $48,000. For my experience, for over the last 4 years, we have received nothing less than a 10-time return on investment for 1 year periods of time. So for example, last year, our lowest return of investment was $250,000 for a $24,000 investment. Our highest was $1.2 million. Our team works 16 to 20 hours a month for your district. Our team converges on your district the same hours and the same day of the week. So the superintendent of schools or his designee knows when we're working on your district. He can call, he can check, he can see what we're working on. And the way we set goals is we send an intake meeting to the superintendent or his designee to say, what are the top 3 things this district wants to fix? If you had a magic wand, what would it be? That allows us to then head in a direction. We have a very deep, robust database of available grants. And they're the traditional ones that you hear, your state, your federal, but then we get to learn your personality of your community. If there's a foundation local, there's also philanthropic, community, county grants, municipal grants. And then we get creative sometimes. If the district has an educational foundation that's a nonprofit, that allows us to expand opportunity a little bit further. We also partner with your municipalities if need be, if they are more eligible to fix primarily underground utilities or anything that's feeding into the school district. We get creative and we work intergovernmentally or interagency to try to make and maximize the opportunity to improve things at your district. The added component that sets us a little bit apart from any other grant writing firm is that we are partnered with a lobbyist firm in Harrisburg, purely does educational lobbying. What happens is that when you send a competitive application to any of the 16 agencies at the Commonwealth, we have a team that's down there working and networking your application to make sure that it's networked to its optimal capacity. So that is embedded in that $2,000 fee. That doesn't come easy. No one school district in the Commonwealth can afford a lobbying firm. It's so expensive, usually 5 figures per month. But what I do is I've created a formula that traditionally or that equitably spreads it out among school districts within your region, so that we get that fair representation in Harrisburg for your competitive applications. Me, I work 3 days a week down at the Capitol, supporting all of the districts that we serve for, that we work for. If I was lucky enough to work for you, your superintendent of schools or his designee would have access to me any of those 3 days. Well, he'd have access to me at any time, but if I'm at the Capitol, it makes things easier. Traditional things that happen if you hire a teacher and their certification is tangled up in a pending status, he could call me any of those 3 days. I'll go over, shake some trees, make sure that it's freed up, or at least it gets the appropriate eyes on it. I do it so frequently that it is become a networking thing that I can kind of pick up the phone a little bit and expedite it along. That's an added bonus. And then some of the other things is now due to the amount of communities that I serve across the Commonwealth, the Department of Education, Health, and Human Services reaches out to me to see if there's any pilot programs that we can embed into communities. And I'll give you an example of one I got this week. If you've been paying attention to the meta litigation that's been going on nationwide, where students' amygdalas and their brains are just developing, and they've found Meta to be responsible for addicting students to the internet based on an algorithm. And I don't want to get into an edgy topic, but they were proven not only, and I'm talking Slusser's language here, but they were not only found from a compensatory damage, but from a punitive damage. It was with intent. So as a result, the Commonwealth, the Department of Health and Education have paired together and created a risk intelligence curriculum that they're looking for school districts between 6th and 12th grade to embed it into the digital literacy, and their health classes to understand the dangers. I can't watch a sporting event with my child or a boxing match or whatever without seeing FanDuel or some type of, probability app coming up, and there is no risk. There is no education on the risk of that and the impending danger with that. So what my point of sharing that with you is not encourage you about that, but if you were one of the districts that I was representing and you hired me, that's what's free to you. There is also a health pilot program that the district can be open to. It's accessible to is a social service agency for their education kids. This district is probably serving students with disabilities, and the bandwidth for the social workers is serving those students. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania felt that your regular ed kids also experience anxiety and stress. So they have created a pilot program to service those kids in your regular ed bandwidth too. So that would be something that's accessible. And there's a multitude of other things, but that's all for within that monthly fee. And anything else that comes along, I look at what your top goals are. And then I go and I look and see who is at their goals. I see if there's anything available from a pilot program standpoint, and I continually work for you every month for those 2 years. So for that, I hope that I didn't forget anything, but I will pause for questions from you or your community in whatever way. Yes, sir.
How many schools are you representing in Carbon County?
In Carbon, I don't have any in Carbon County.
Okay.
Yep. 0.
Thank you.
Yep.
How many schools are you currently working with?
We have 58 school districts across the Commonwealth. So we're anything local to here is we have 7 in IU 18, which is Luzerne County. We have 7 in Lackawanna County, which is IU 19. IU 16, we have 11, which is your Columbia, Montour counties. IU 1, we have 11 down in the south, in the elbow, Pennsylvania, of Ohio, and West Virginia. In Erie, we have 11. as well. So, we're spread out across the state a little bit, and now I just, presented at State College IU, which is IU 10, and 5 districts are coming aboard. So,
So obviously, we have all your contact info.
yes,
Okay, can you email that to us? Like all the board members? Just go on the website and,
I'll send a link to the website, whatever
yeah,
you need.
okay, great, thank you.
Do you have any experience with private funding grants?
I'm sorry.
Little hard to hear you, Jerry. Can you repeat that?
I was saying, does the presenter have any experience with private funding grants? Or are they all tax-related, tax dollar grants?
No, it depends on the needs of the district, and we will find funding sources in the private sector, whether it's through a foundation, a philanthropic effort. Where there's a multitude times that I work in the private sector.
And what is the percentage of the difference?
That I'm not
What do you do the most of, tax funded or
Yes, sir.
private?
Tax funded.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm good. Are there any other questions? Nope. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Brock, we are taking this, that's right. We're filming this now, right? Sorry, good.
I got you.
Thank you. Yeah, I know.
Okay, public comments on board agenda items only. We have none. Personnel recommendations, approve with one motion, board discretion. Number 4, approve with regret the retirement of Rebecca McFadden, RN, MSN, full-time WASD nurse effective August 15th.
So moved.
Any discussion?
I'd like to add with regret for Rebecca McFadden. Rebecca has served our district for many, many years, and she has been the epitome of a nurse. Not only a school nurse, but she's a wonderful human being, and she has made our district very proud of everything that she has done. And I'd like to personally have that noted in our.
And we do have that with regret.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Roll call?
Mr. Rega,
I think it's.
Mr. Grega, was that a yes?
I didn't know it was me. Yes.
Mrs. Marasco,
Yes.
Mr. Nepper,
Yes.
Mr. Bender,
Yes.
Mr. Provizzi,
Yes.
Ms. Marbush,
Yes.
Mrs. Walters,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Ford.
Yes.
Motion passes 9-0.
Number 5, approve an unpaid leave of absence for employee number 18 on May 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Question, what department and do we have coverage? Motion.
Second.
Okay. Dr. Crew,
We have it covered.
what department it is?
Nurses department.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Any other questions? Roll call?
Mrs. Marasco, Mr. Nepper,
Yes.
Mr. Bender,
Yes.
Mr. Provizzi,
Yes.
Ms. Marbush,
Yes.
Mrs. Walters,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Sippler,
Yes.
Mr. Grega.
Yes.
Motion passes 9-0.
Number 6, approve an unpaid leave of absence for employee number 907, effective immediately.
Motion.
Second.
Question, the same.
Cafeteria.
Thank you.
How long?
We're not unsure at this time.
Should we put a limit on it?
I'll look into it.
Well, we shouldn't be approving without having a limit, I would think.
Yeah, we're looking at overhauling that whole policy. Yeah, yeah. Okay, roll call?
Mrs. Sittler,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Walters,
Yes.
Ms. Barbush,
Yes.
Mr. Provizzi,
Yes.
Mr. Binder,
Yes.
Mr. Nepper,
Yes.
Mrs. Marasco,
Yes.
Mr. Grega.
Uh, Reluctantly, yes, but I think we need to have a date on these from now on, everybody. An end date.
Is that everybody?
Yep.
Number 7, approve Bethany Durflinger as a teacher substitute for the 25-26 school year.
Motion.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Provizzi,
Yes.
Mr. Nepper,
Yes.
Mr. Grega,
She's the wife of the music teacher, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Mrs. Walters,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Sittler,
Yes.
Ms. Barbush,
Yes.
Mr. Binder,
Yes.
Mrs. Marasco.
Yes.
Motion passes 9-0.
Is this where I could add a motion?
You want to do number 8 first? Finish this section.
I apologize. Go ahead.
Number 8, approve Christian Suarez as volunteer assistant baseball coach.
So moved.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call.
Mr. Binder,
Yes.
Ms. Barbush,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Sippler,
Yes.
Mr. Provizzi,
Yes.
Mrs. Walters,
Yes.
Mrs. Marasco,
Yes.
Mr. Grega,
Yes.
Mr. Nepper.
Yes.
Motion passes 9-0.
Go ahead, Billy.
I'd like to add I want to make a motion to add this to the agenda. That Bonnie Barbush be the PSBA rep. First, it has to be added to the agenda.
So second.
Any discussion? Okay.
Mr. Grega,
Sure.
Mrs. Marasco,
Yeah.
Mr. Binder,
Yes.
Mr. Provizzi,
Yes.
Ms. Barbush,
Yes, and thank you, Billy.
Mrs.
Yes.
Walters,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Sippler,
Yes.
Mr. Nepper.
Yes.
Motion to add the motion is passed 9-0.
Does that mean we have to vote now?
Yeah,
Let's do comment on that motion first, since it's newly added.
We have any public comment? Nope. Next up.
Now you approve that motion.
Yes. So the motion is to add Bonita Barbush as the PSBA rep.
I'd like to make a motion to approve Bonnie as PSBA rep.
Second.
Any discussion?
Mr. Nepper, aren't you the representative now?
Yes.
So would you continue? And we'd have 2? You're letting,
I'm stepping down. For the foreseeable future.
Got it.
In that role.
Good. Mrs. Sippler,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mr. Provizzi,
Yes.
Mr. Grega,
Yes.
Mrs. Marasco,
yes.
Mr. Nepper,
Yes.
Mr. Binder,
Yes.
Ms. Barbush,
Yes.
Mrs. Walters.
Yes.
Motion passes 9-0.
All right, number 9, approve the following use of facilities. Shine program, use of the elementary room 116, Monday through Thursday, April 8th to June 4th, 3:10 to 6 p.m. for the Shine after school program. Title 1, use of the middle school cafeteria on Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026 from 5 to 8 p.m. for a painting night. Daughters of the American Revolution, use of the middle school gymnasium on Saturday, May 30th from 8 to 10 to 1 p.m. for award ceremony. Weatherly Area Museum, use of the middle school gymnasium on Saturday, June 13th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for author Bill Huber presentation on Charles Schwab. Cranberry Quilt Guild, use of the middle school gymnasium and cafeteria and LGI room on Saturday, September 19th from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday, the 20th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for a quilt show. Set up for the show on Friday, September 18th at 4 p.m.
Motion?
Second. Question. So, and we contacted them pertaining to the maintenance fee.
Yes, they all have that letter.
Thank you.
I'd say they all have it. Two of them out of the four have it because they're outside.
Correct. Thank you. Yep.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Sippler,
Yes.
Mr. Parisi,
Yes.
Ms. Barbush,
Yes.
Mrs. Walter,
Yes.
Mr. Knepper,
Yes.
Mr. Bender,
Yes.
Mrs. Marasco,
Yes.
Mr. Grega.
Yes.
Motion passes 9-0.
Number 10, approve WASD freshman Derek Moyer's Eagle Scout project for a Gaga ball pit on school grounds.
Motion.
Any discussion?
Any discussion about it? You gave a presentation last meeting. Everything went great.
Yeah, he's here. I saw him walk in.
No, he's here.
Ms. Barbush,
Yes.
Mrs. Walters,
Yes.
Mr. Grega,
Yes.
Mrs. Marasco,
Yes.
Mr. Knepper,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Sippler,
Yes.
Mr. Provizzi,
Yes.
Mr. Bender.
Yeah.
Motion passes 9-0.
Congrats. And look forward to it.
Number 11, I will read this and then if Mr. Slusser would give us a little more detail on this.
After we make a motion.
Yeah, after we make a motion.
Motion.
I have to read it. Approve the waiver of conflict agreement allowing the Slusser Law Firm to represent both the Weatherly Area School District and the Hazelton Area School District pertaining to the cooperative sponsorship of the interscholastic sports varsity/junior varsity boys football.
So moved.
It's a review of a form agreement between two entities that we represent. And to allow us to do that, we need a waiver of conflict from both entities.
And I think the question that I would have, we have, Dr. Uplinger, I believe, has sent the proposed agreement. Like, would we have some input on that? We have a few questions.
Absolutely. And listen, you've got two options here. You don't have to enter into this waiver. You certainly can retain conflict counsel for that purpose if the board so chooses. It would not be an insult to us at all. So it's up to the board, whatever your pleasure is. I didn't draft the agreement for Hazelton, just so you know. It was presented by administration. So I did not have a hand in preparing that agreement.
We actually did have a hand in that. We worked with Hazelton. So we do have a question on just a few of them, just as long as, you know, we'll be able to talk with you or even tomorrow or whatever on this. All right, thank you. That was just my question. If anyone else.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Walters,
Yes.
Mrs. Marasco,
Yes.
Mr. Knepper,
Yes.
Mr. Bender,
Yes.
Yes.
Ms. Barbush,
Yes.
Mr. Grega,
No.
Mrs. Sippler.
Yes.
Motion passes 8-0.
12, approve
That was not a yes.
8-1.
8-1.
Sorry.
Approve the cooperative sports agreement with the Hazelton Area School District for eligible Weatherly Area School District students to participate in HASD varsity/junior varsity boys football beginning in the 2026-27 school year. Contingent on the Slusser Law Firm's review and approval of the agreement.
So moved.
Second.
I don't recommend this. We have not clarified the expenses to the Wedley School District yet. And there are questions on the insurance aspects based on reading this agreement proposal.
We discussed it.
And that, I think, okay.
I'm a little reluctant in just the fact that we're saying contingent upon, but we don't. So if if this motion passes and we don't like the agreement, then we have to withdraw this publicly, correct? And like, what would the steps be if we don't like the agreement?
You don't have to, you can certainly put that, change that component of the motion and put it on your next agenda for final approval if you're more comfortable.
Can we table it?
I would make the note that the season, summer training, conditioning and everything is coming up, and
I have talked to their AD, I've talked to their superintendent, and they've told me that there will not be a cost. Like, they don't foresee any cost. Now, I do not have that in writing, and I understand your hesitation. All I could go off is what they're telling us. The co-ops I've worked with in the past, I can't think of anything, any financial obligation between the districts. The main obligation has always been transportation of our own students to Hazelton and back. And we've said we will not be doing that. You know, we are not offering transportation for our students. But I mean, that's what I've been told from Hazelton. I take them at their word. I don't feel that they're trying to, you know, make money off of us or anything like that. But again, I understand what you're saying.
I would offer one proposed modification that I'm not comfortable with, and it says contingent upon my firm's review and my firm's approval. I'm not, given our situation, I'm not comfortable with that being on my approval. So if you want it upon the approval of the committee or upon the approval of Dr. Krupp, I would suggest that modification to this proposed amendment or
Be on board for the board's review and approval of the agreement. Or will that not sound right?
No, you can make that modification. That's fine. I just, for the board to approve it though.
I know, that's why I'm saying it's like.
You know, the result of a meeting.
Right.
Which you can schedule a special meeting for, even if it's for that one item, for purpose if there's a timing concern, right? I mean, you can do that.
Would you like me to rethink my motion there?
Well, let's think about that. But now my question is, if we approve this, will that get the ball rolling with the steps that need to be taken with PIAA and?
Yeah, I will not go to the PIAA or the district without a board motion. Because I'm not going to ask them to.
All start rolling with some sort of approval tonight.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, so we have this, we would start that process, but we won't start without a board
So
approval.
what if you modify this to simply say that this board approves the concept contingent upon the negotiation of an agreement between the entities?
I like that much better.
Dr. Krupp?
Yeah, I would like to, if the board wants to go forward, I'd like to be able to go to the PIAA in the district to get this moving.
Yeah, I understand the reason for that, but I like that idea better.
The intent here is to try to keep balls rolling without locking us into something we don't. So as long as we're doing
I
that.
think if the board confirms that it is an agreement in concept with the proposal, that probably will be enough for them, and then you can make a contingent upon the oath.
Is a verbal statement almost like a contract or nothing? We were told it would be no cost. So is that sort of like a verbal contract?
Whatever contract you have is going to supersede whatever discussions were held. So, but again, I think if you approve the concept contingent upon the negotiated agreement, that should be enough for.
Okay. All right.
Give you time to work through that.
Okay.
So that would still leave us the option to be able to negotiate that contract
Yes.
further, even if we moved forward with letting them get started.
Yeah, I think I'd have to, I don't know. I haven't talked to the PIAA. I don't know what they need.
I was not saying they needed a board motion, but.
So to approve the concept of the agreement pending, or approve the concept of. What did you say?
Let's see here. How about this? Weatherly Area School District approves student participation in HASD varsity, junior varsity football beginning the 2026-27 school year, contingent upon a negotiated agreement between the districts, period.
So moved. I'll to my motion.
That requires a second. Second. Sorry, I took over here.
Good.
Okay, but the motion was already tabled, on the table for, we had a first and a second on number 12.
She was modifying her motion.
Oh, she's modifying it to.
Yes,
Okay.
I already did. Yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry.
it's okay, Annie.
We're good. Ms. Barbush,
Yes.
Mrs. Walters,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Sippler,
Yes.
Mr. Provizzi,
Yes.
Mr. Grega.
No, I think it's premature, and I think we're railroading this before it should be looked at a lot closer. I just don't agree with it. No.
Mrs. Marasco,
Yes.
Mr. Nepper,
Yes.
Mr. Bender.
Yes.
Motion passes 8-1.
I'll work with Chris and his law firm to, once we have that agreement, to bring back to, you want that to come back to the full board immediately, or do you want that to go through committee?
And then it's going to the whole board.
Okay. Sounds good.
Are you good with that? You guys?
Yes. No.
100%.
Fine. You're good with that coming? Okay.
Your turn.
Item number 13, approve the attached list of budget transfers. Do a motion in a second.
Motion.
Any discussion? Mr. Nepper,
Yes.
Mr. Bender,
Yes.
Ms. Barbush,
Yes.
Mrs. Walters,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Sippler,
Yes.
Mr. Grega,
Yes.
Mrs. Marasco,
Yes.
Mr. Provizzi.
Yes.
Motion passes 9-0. Item number 14, approve the agreement between the Weatherly Area School District and Pearson for a cyber learning platform for the Weatherly Area Virtual Academy.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Mr. Grega,
Yes.
Mr. Nepper,
Yes.
Mr. Bender,
Yes.
Mrs. Sippler,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Walters,
Yes.
Mrs. Marasco,
Yes.
Mr. Provizzi,
Yes.
Ms. Barbush.
Yes.
Motion passes 9-0. Item number 15, approve the St. Luke's agreement for athletic training services. Do I have a motion in a second?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Marasco,
Yes.
Mr. Napper,
Yes.
Mr. Provizzi,
Yes.
Mrs. Walters,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Sippler,
Yes.
Ms. Barbush,
Yes.
Mr. Bender,
Yes.
Mr. Grega.
Absolutely not.
So it's a no.
That would be no way.
Motion passes 8-1.
Worst decision ever.
No, it's not.
Worst decision ever.
Not at all. I don't want to take time up. The students need it. It's not.
Worst decision
Best
ever.
decision ever.
Worst decision ever.
No, it's not.
Number 16, approve a Weatherly Area School District operated elementary multiple disabilities classroom beginning with the 2026-2027 school year.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Sippler,
Yes.
Mr. Nepper,
Yes.
Mr. Grega,
Yes.
Mr. Bender,
Yes.
Mr. Provizzi,
Yes.
Ms. Barbush,
Yes.
Mr. Harris,
Yes.
Mrs. Marasco,
Yes.
Mrs. Walters.
Yes.
Motion passes 9-0. Item number 17, approve the CLIU number 21 proposed facilities plan recommendations, which includes a CLIU number 21 operated grades K-2 multiple disabilities classroom beginning with the 26-27 school year.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Mr. Grega?
Based on the superintendent's recommendation, yes.
Mr. Nepper?
Yes.
Mr. Parisi?
Yes.
Ms. Borbush?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mrs. Sippler?
Yes.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Mrs. Marasco?
Yes.
Motion passes 9-0. Item number 18, approve the attached food service management company contract for the 2026-2027 school year. Is there a motion in a second?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Mrs. Marasco?
Yes.
Mr. Nepper?
Yes.
Mr. Parisi?
Yes.
Ms. Borbush?
Yes.
Mr. Grega?
No.
Binder?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mrs. Sippler?
Yes.
Motion passes 8-1. Number 19, approve the minutes from the March 4th, 2026 caucus meeting and the March 11th, 2026 regular meeting.
I'd like to make a motion for 19 through 21.
Any discussion?
Yes.
Mr. Parisi?
Yes.
Mr. Grega?
Yes.
Mrs. Marasco?
Yes.
Mr. Nepper?
Yes.
Mr. Binder?
Yes.
Mrs. Walters?
Yeah.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mrs. Sippler?
Yes.
Motions 19, 20, and 21 pass. 9-0.
Okay. Reports from board committees, personnel and policy. Mr. Nepper.
Nothing at this time.
Thank you. Athletic, Mr. Binder.
We had a brief executive meeting before our 5:30 meeting this afternoon. A lot of stuff going on with sports. We got softball, baseball, and track and field out there running. The high girls 4x800 broke the school record. The entire school record, not just junior high, but the high school record recently as well. So baseball's powering through. We've got a young team, only 2 seniors on the team, but they're out there working hard. Softball's been an exciting season thus far, a mix of wins and losses, but they're doing great as well. The freshmen, I believe having the junior high program for softball the past few years we're seeing the benefit of that for varsity this year. So the freshmen are key players this year. So a few years from now, we're going to be dominant.
Dominant.
I'm
Okay.
saying.
Awesome.
We got some pitchers, a lot of good players coming up in junior high, 8th grade.
Okay. Transportation and policy or property, Mr. Harris.
To report since the last meeting, we will be, I will be sending out information or questions, more questions to the committee, if anything that they think of that we can possibly address. But whatever questions wasn't addressed at the last meeting, I will get with Dr. Croup and add them into the next meeting when we have it.
April, can I just interject real quick? I apologize. Just remember that I'm not on this committee anymore.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Ty, Jimmy's taking my place because of too many members on the committee. Thank you.
Okay, curriculum and technology, Mrs. Sippler.
I believe Dr. Proof gave us a pretty good update of what's happening.
Okay, budget and finance. Representative reports, CCTI. Last month's meeting was basically business as usual. They applied for an equipment grant for $78,000. I believe it was for 3D printers and some other areas that they were going to use that in, and they had received notification actually during the meeting that they were awarded $123,000 instead of the 78 that they applied for. So I'm sure they'll be putting that to good use down there. Just a reminder, I know our Shine program just started back up again. They're having their summer academy, June 15th through the 19th down there. This Shine will assist in the reaching out and recruiting and everything for that program, but it sounds like a really great program. I mean, I'd like to see some of our kids possibly take advantage of that. And all of that is funded through the Perkins grant. And then there was a special meeting on the 31st, and they hired Mr. William Mack as the secondary principal down there. He will be starting June 1st at a salary of $88,000 a year. His contract will be through May 31st, 2027 per the Act 93 contract. And I have a meeting tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Welcome. CLIU 21, Mrs. Sippler.
I will be attending the meeting.
Okay. PSBA, Bonnie or Mr. Nepper.
Well, it'll be me first. I have nothing to report at this time, but and I do apologize. And the reason why I want Bonnie to, we're going to try this. She's going to take over. Is I have just been very busy with the work with the CF Foundation right now. There's a lot going on, some great improvements, and this has been a lifelong passion of mine. So I apologize that I do not have a report tonight, but I'm sure Bonnie will be diligent for next month. And also we are looking at 2 events coming up. There's an event at Kalahari and also Advocacy Day that Laura and myself, we have to check into. If there's anybody else interested, I don't think there should be more than 2 people, if at all, go from a district. Anybody can go. If somebody wants to go, just let me know or Dr. Crew. Correct.
What is the day of the advocacy?
I don't have it on me. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay.
Billy, I'd just like to thank you for everything you did for the board for the PSBA liaison. I did it quite a few times, and it is very interesting, and it's very time consuming when you go back and make sure you have everything taken care of. I also would like to tell you that good luck with your CF Foundation.
Thank you.
Okay. TCC, Mr. Harris.
Nothing to report at this present time. This is just
Every 10 years.
something that is just nothing to report. And so,
All right. CCTI Authority, Mr. Grega.
There have been no meetings since the last board meeting. There's nothing to report. However, I do want to bring back up under policy personnel. I sent several emails to Mr. Nepper asking about reviewing policy 11.1 for significant revisions or abolishment completely, but I've gotten no responses from him. So I want to know when we're going to be scheduling that policy.
Okay, yeah, so sorry I didn't get back to you. I did not see. Did you send that email today?
No, I sent several over the last month.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I didn't respond to any of them. I don't think it's very good. It's not the right timing. I don't want to waste the board's time. I don't want to waste the personnel committee's time on this policy because, like you have said in the past, policy isn't school code. It's not the law. You're not abiding by it anyway. So what's the difference if we do anything with it or not?
Well, the difference is, Billy, that you tried to admonish me for doing.
I didn't try to admonish you.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I did.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
I think that policy is totally useless. All we have to do is put it on the agenda and abolish it, and it's taken care of.
Okay. Are you going to follow the rest of the policies?
I follow all policies that the school district follows as well.
We went over
Don't
this.
follow, Billy.
I'm not bringing it up.
Well, then don't bring it up here. You either
You brought it up. That's why I'm responding to you.
Yeah, so what policies don't I follow? Tell me
We
now in
already
front of
discussed
everybody.
it. We already discussed it. I'll send you an email on it.
No, say it publicly. I'd rather discuss
Well,
this
I
in a
gotta look,
public
Jerry.
forum.
There's so many of them.
No,
It's
there
not like
aren't.
I have written down the policies that you don't follow and I
The
can
school
keep
district is, the
keep
school
a notebook
district,
of it.
the school district does not follow 80% of their own policies, Billy.
That's not true at all.
Yes, it is.
It
Look them
is
up.
not true, Jerry.
Look them
You're
up.
not, no. Jerry, this board is not going to let you run the meeting. We're not
I'm not
going
trying to
to,
run any meeting,
we're
Billy.
not going to let you say
I'm trying to
untrue.
schedule, I'm trying to
to,
schedule a
to
committee meeting, Billy.
We are not going to do
I'm
that.
trying to schedule a committee meeting
I'm
and you're the
trying to
chairman.
Meetings that will entertain the timing of the board, and this will not be discussed.
Well, that's pretty selfish, Billy.
It's not selfish.
That is
moving on.
selfish.
Mr. Grega, we're moving on.
Go ahead. I just wanted to bring it up publicly
Public
and I'm willing to
comments.
discuss it
Do we
here.
have any public
It's not
comments?
selfish.
Okay, I just have one thing that I want to bring up, and I know we've commended them in the past, but I participated in the bingo event on Saturday that the PTA hosted, and it was outstanding. I did win some stuff. I won. The cafeteria was so full, they had to bring extra tables in for people to sit. They had 110 baskets for the raffle. They played like 15 games, plus they had the 50-50. It was, and food, it was just incredible. I hope they did very, very, it appeared that they did. So those ladies did a wonderful job. Okay, review of board meeting dates and calendar events. Board of Education regular meeting currently being held. CCTI Joint Operating Committee meeting will be held tomorrow night at 6 p.m. CLI board meeting will be held Monday, April 20th. The Board of Education caucus meeting will be Wednesday, May 6th at 6 p.m. The Board of Education regular meeting will be Wednesday, May 13th at 6 p.m. And we will be having an executive session as soon as we're done here. Do I have a motion to adjourn? All in favor?
Aye.